join in for another episode of Vibra Finance Live. Just wanted to go over some stuff in the market, cover some things that happened this past week. I was personally away on vacation, so wasn't really on top of things as much as I'd like to be. So that's why, we're going to go over some stuff that I wasn't able to look at earlier this week and some new projects that we've discovered, and also wanted to talk about some stuff with the upcoming launch of Pulsechain and Hex, and some stuff with Hbar. And also Lindsay the Hexican is going to be joining us tonight. Hex Machina was not able to make it. He had some commitments tonight. So it's just going to be Lindsay and myself, but he'll be back next week. So, we'll be missing him. He's the man, Brian. So shout out to you. Just want to thank you for being part of the crew here. Wouldn't be able to do it without you. What's up, Mobius? What's up, Drewski? Thanks for coming. All right, let me just share my screen so we can get things rolling. So I just using nomics.com. I want to start there. Everybody's using CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap. Nomics is real. They list Hex where it should be. Right now we're 13th, $18.6 billion market cap. And you know what? This is a good thing. We get to climb the ranks again. Before, when we were sitting at number 3, we had 2 people to chase. And now we get to climb the ranks all again, and that all the excitement and everything that comes with it. So really looking forward to that. So, I think this is going to be the year that Hex and Pulse really make their mark, and eyes will start coming towards us. So on that note, want to bring in Lindsay the Hexican. She's going to be joining. There she is. How are you? Oh, your mic's muted there. I don't think. There we go.
Oh, that's okay. Sometimes things should just be left unsaid. I was like, hi. I think I said hi 6 times because I couldn't find out if my mic was working.
Hey, it's working now. We can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome. Hey guys, what's up?
It's not the same without Brian here with his.
I know there's definitely a beat
abilities.
He's the best.
He is.
We appreciate Brian.
I'm going to try to keep it flowing like he can. We'll see, but my mic might get rough, so please bear with us. We got some good things, but I don't know if it'll be quite the same. But
yeah, we have lots of good things planned. Jesus took the wheel. We got it.
Exactly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Exactly. So yeah, I was just looking at the total market cap of crypto. We're down now to 1.95 trillion. I think we're up to like 2.2 a week or two ago. It seems like that $2 trillion mark is the resistance point. Every time we creep over it, it seems like we just come right back down. So we're struggling to get over that. So I don't see the next couple weeks really much happening. I think, it's just going to kind of be one of these sideways months that we've been seeing lately.
We have been seeing a lot of those lately.
Yeah, especially us Hexicans. I think we got spoiled last year with the crazy run up from a penny to 56 cents.
That was crazy. That was a really exciting time to be in it. And now everybody that didn't get to experience that run is going to get to experience it for the first time. And we get to go through it again. How fun is that?
Exactly. We get to climb the top 10 again. We get to have all, once we pass Cardano, once we pass, Dogecoin, all the excitement again.
I
And
still say like, "Oh, I can't wait till it hits 25 cents." It's like it didn't,
I
so
know it's it is crazy. But when you look back at the chart from a year ago, you know, we were let's see, what's where we were a year ago. Yeah, we're up 638% on the year. So, we still can't complain. It is tough when we go sideways and getting a lot of people that did get in at the towards the 40 50 cent range. It's tough, but bear in there. This I tell everybody, 2 years in the system staked and you will see why Hex is unlike anything else. We don't know when the pumps come, and there, could be tomorrow, could be in 3 months. But when you're staked, you're collecting your interest every day. And we're up over 6 hex per T share now. So this is just accumulation mode. And Moby got in at 9 cents. Yeah, exactly. So even at 9 cents, you're up almost 50%. And that's assuming you're not staked. So
yeah.
add staking on top of that.
Staking offers so many benefits, and, like, one of our favorite apps that we use and we recommend to our clients is Staker app
Yeah.
as
It,
an easy way to stake it.
it is. It's an app for mobile, and it's built specifically for Hex. And you send your Hex in there, Ethereum. And there's also USDC, so there's basically a mini Uniswap in there, and you can do all your stakes inside there, and you can ladder them. So it's on Hex.com. When you do a stake, I'm on here. You can only do a certain one time length. You could pick a year, you could pick 6 months, however long you want, but you can't ladder it out. That's where Staker app is great, because you can do a 5-5-5 stake and pay yourself out every 2 years, every 3 years, every year if you want to. So it gives you the ability to not have to wait 15 years to see that. You can break it down in between, and ladder it, which is an awesome feature. And there was some cool things that we heard at the Hex conference about version 2 that's coming out too.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I don't know why it just sounded like I felt like there was a secret, but it's not. Like, there's so many exciting things that are coming out that, and I feel like things change so fast that as soon as I speak about it, that it's already changed and done.
Yeah. Yep. And Steph, who is the creator of Staker app, he's an awesome guy. He's very involved in the community. He's reachable. He's there, and that's all you can ask for in crypto. So many of these um, projects, or even exchanges, or staking platforms, you don't know who's behind them. And when you have a product like Staker app, and even Kareem, who is their marketing director, Mobius, they put on a Sunday stream every single Sunday, and they talk about what's going on. And to be that involved, I mean, you can see he's so passionate about it. And that in the Hex community is it's what separates it from others that I've seen. The people in general that are here, that the developers, just everybody is so passionate, and everyone brings their unique set of skills to the table. And it's awesome to see us grow together.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the even like going into like how when we were walking through a project, something new, and we're digging through white papers and going not just into their Twitter, but really looking at their Twitter. Are they engaging with their followers? And in Discord too, you had said that to um someone today, what's their Discord look like? Is it active? What other things are important for people to look out for in the community?
In Twitter, Twitter is the one that is I would be hesitant about because you can buy so many followers and likes and stuff, but Discord and Telegram, when you see active people in there engaging, and you go in there and there's 10,000 people in there and there's 300 online. That probably draws a red flag. But when there's 10,000 in there and 3,000 are online, then you have an active, engaging community. Same thing with Telegram. Just you could, if it's getting spammed constantly with garbage, or is it actual productive conversations? And that's the stuff that you got to look at, and it takes time. A lot of people don't want to do that. They don't want to go in, join a Discord, download a new app, go, verify you're a real It's not easy.
No.
And it's that you have to do it. It's a way to really see, is this an active community, or is it just a front end on Twitter that is dead on in actual community involvement.
Yeah, Hexicans by chance and choice, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and the heck, yeah, heck. I mean, I can't say enough about the people in Hex and just some of the people that we've been fortunate enough to meet, going to the last couple conferences. It's been awesome.
Yeah, we've been lucky to come across a lot of good communities. There's been a couple of them. What was your favorite, like, not favorite, but most recent that we've come across that's like a standout community to you?
Outside of Hex,
Yeah, like
um,
coming.
haven't seen anything that's like the Hex community, but there's others. All the crypto communities are all the same. It's all, we're the best, rah rah rah. Don't talk anything bad about us. We're going to take over. And the Hex community is more humble about that. Other communities are just as passionate. I also look at, what are they discussing? Are there smart conversations going on? And I really think the XRP army is a very smart group of people. There's zero threat to Hex, and I think even Pulsechain, really, where what Richard's doing with Pulsechain and giving everybody a free copy of all of your ERC-20s. That's that's game changing. So I can't really I can't compare them, but HBAR I would say is up there as well with the XRP community. Hashgraph is very smart people. They're what they're trying to accomplish. The companies behind them. You're starting to hear Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank shout out HBAR here and there. So I really like that community. And then some of the smaller ones, just some of a couple NFT communities that I'm in. Saucer Swap, their Discord is fantastic. It's
Our social
small.
media is active too.
Yeah, it's actually a benefit, because if you have a problem, you need to reach out to someone. You have a question, you can get hurt. You can get an answer. You can get hurt. You're not just somebody. Just a number out of thousands.
Yeah, I mean, that's important to me as an investor. I want to know that what I'm investing in is legit.
Yeah.
So,
And that's a good thing, right? I like that segue right here into Hex, because that is the biggest thing that, as what we do at Vibra, we are crypto consultancy firm. So we go and meet with people, brand new and experienced people, and help them out with portfolio reviews, um, finding small coins for them, showing how to stake your coins, not just how to hold your coins, not just in a wallet, but stake them, have them earning income on those coins, have them generating yield, other ways of investing in crypto indirectly through link to, or other platforms like I Trust Capital with crypto IRAs, where if you have a 401k or an existing IRA that's getting 12-15% a year, you're losing to inflation. It's you're netting really nothing. So this is a new world we live in, and you got to be getting 25%, 28% to break even. And that's what, Hex paying 38% a year APY. People look at, when we this week on vacation, the look that we got when we told people that, yeah, you get 38% a year for locking it up. It was it was like we were crazy.
Yeah. They're like, "What? How much?" You're like,
Yeah,
"Mhm."
and these were this was a very successful businessman who was very happy getting his 7 to 10% in the markets. And when I told him about Hex, he just literally looked at me like, "Yeah, you got to be crazy. There's no way." So I'm going to be having conversations with him in the future, and he'll be a Hexican shortly. There's Hex. It's the only crypto that I know of that has been running now for over 800 days, 100% uptime. The code the code is finished. Can't There's no risk unless you do something with your coins. There's multiple front ends. If something happens to Richard, that's everything is covered on the website on hex.com. If you just go to the top, you can go to the scam part here, and it tells you all of the stuff that you hear. It's the same from everybody. Am I too late? Is it a Ponzi scheme? Is it a bubble? Is it illegal? What if Richard dies? All the questions, they're all right here, all the answers to them. And I can say I was in a Discord server in 2020, early 2020, and I was pushing Hex to the community after watching hours of Richard's videos, just saying, wow, this guy is a brilliant guy. He's a genius. There's something to this. And it was so hard. And these were people that were listening to I could tell them to go buy Shiba Rocket Coin and they would have gladly bought it. But Hex, for some reason, that Hex scam stuck so hard early on that the people that listened were rewarded greatly. And the people now that are saying, am I too late? No, you're not too late at all. So right now, it is a little more expensive, but you're still getting paid out. And what do you think? Do people, when you talk to people, do they understand T-shares in the system, or is it just go out over heads?
Oh, it's so far over. Well, it depends on where you start, I guess. It depends on where you are in your digital asset journey. Me coming in, like this is a whole different world. With the lingo and jargon, like breaking it down that way and then bringing it back to traditional finance and trying to mesh the two together in my head. So when they started talking about t-shirts and everything, it took me a minute, and then it just like everything else in crypto made sense much faster. But that was just me coming in and not knowing anything about it. People that are already have studied, or they get it really quickly. And once they do that, it's kind of really fun to watch them click into it and be like, holy, that's what? And then you don't hear from them for a couple of weeks because they've been back to back streams to catch up and really like dig in and do it. When they come back, they're like, I cannot believe this is true. And we were talking about the t-shirt rate today, from even compared to last year, it's at over what, 21,000?
Yeah, almost 21,300 per T share. Yeah, Mobius, exactly. Most you they have no clue. It takes so much work. So that's the way that we overcame that is we just give people hex. We send it to them and let them watch it themselves because it's unless they're willing to take the time, which very few people are, just sending it to them and letting them watch it over time. It's the best way to do it. And other than that, if people want to learn, they will. But people that don't want to learn, they're forced to see it once they see the the jumps. I mean, we're in a little um what consolidation pattern downtrend, but we're forming a bull flag. We're getting this. We're gonna spring up the second stuff starts coming about. News starts coming about Pulsechain launch. It's going to bring all the attention back, and all of a sudden Hex is going to make another run, and all this will be forgotten. And I just want to kind of explain for people. I know we're talking about HBAR and other stuff later. So how just Hex works. So what you do, you buy your Hex. You can get it on Uniswap, 1 inch. There's a couple different places. So you swap, you get it into your MetaMask wallet. You have your liquid Hex. If right now, if you buy, say, $10,000 worth, we'll just use that as an example. You'll get 130,000 hex, or roughly. So you have your 130,000 hex sitting in your wallet now. You have the option to just let it sit there and do nothing, or you can stake it. So staking it is locking it up. So you can go and choose with Staker app, hex.com. There's multiple ways. You can do laddered stakes where you can pay yourself out every year, every month, every couple months. There's multiple ways of doing it, but once you do that, so say you have your 135,000 hex, where you want to leave 35,000 liquid, let's say, and you want to stake 100,000. So for each 21,299 hex you stake, you get 1 T share. And if you stake more hex for longer, there's a little bit of a bonus to it. So I think 10 years is the longer, pays better. So it's significantly more. So you can go to I think Hex Calc is the site, and you can play with that, and you can put in how much you have and how long you want to stake it for, and it'll spit out the results for you. But once you do that, so say you stake your 100,000 for 10 years, and it gives you 9 T shares. I'm just using that as an example. So now you have your 100,000 hex, which is worth what 13 grand. So you have that, you lock that up, and you are now every day for each T share, you now own 9 of them. You are getting paid per day right now 5.977 hex. Today's patient, this is an average. Today we just looked, it was 6.4. So if you had 9 T shares, you got paid about 57.6 or 57.4 hex today. And that's every single day. So those 9 T shares, so that, 57 a day, it can go up, it can go down. Some days have been 10, 20, 30 hex a day per T share. So over a month, 30 days, you're going to earn 1,500, 2,000 hex in interest. Plus, if anybody end stakes, if you have a stake and you end it early, you get penalized, and the penalties go to other stakers. It's still in the system. So once a month, you get the rewards from people that were penalized. So the 38%, that is on average, but there can be years where that's much higher or theoretically lower. But there's been a lot of people emergency end staking lately and just getting sick of Hex. And I don't know why, but it makes our payout higher. And every time somebody ends their stake, it jacks up the T-share rate a little bit higher. So tomorrow, right now, we're at 21,299. The T-share rate will probably be 21,305. So over the course of your 10-year stake, the T-shares, you have 9 T-shares that it's going to turn into, say, 75,000 Hex per T-share. So when your stake is due, you have your 9 T-shares. Well, now there's 75,000 Hex per T-share. So now you're talking, 800, 775,000, something like that, 825,000 Hex. So your 100,000 Hex that you staked now 10 years later is 800,000. So it's just the power of the T-shares are unlike anything else in crypto.
Yeah.
And it's tough for people to grasp how they work, but once you understand it and you see, okay, I have my Hex, I stake it, I have my T-share. Every day this T-share pays me Hex. Every day, no matter what. So the price of Hex does not even have to move, and every day you're getting paid that interest. So over the course of 10 years, the price can go down and you actually still netted money because of the T-share rate from being staked. So it's an incredible system that so many people just don't understand how it works. And, for all of us that have been staked, Hedron is a project that was just launched where you can take your existing stakes and mint Hedron based on how many days you served and how many shares you had. So I know people that minted almost 1 billion Hedron for just being staked in Hex.
Just
And
being
that,
staked. Yep.
so there's so many perks to staking Hex versus just owning it. That same person that bought 100,000 Hex and just let it sit in MetaMask is not able to get any Hedron. That person that staked for the 10 years, after 10 years, you're going to have 10 years worth of Hedron that you're going to be accumulated too. So it's unbelievable. And this was the first crypto that we really got heavily involved in because it teaches you how to save. Crypto, it's so hard for new people to not open up these apps and look at what coin is pumping the hardest, what's the greenest coin, and buy that coin. It's very hard to go and do the opposite and say what coin has performed the worst the last week or 7 month, and let's buy that one that's down so there's room to go up. Everybody likes to buy up here when there's only one way to go down.
Yeah.
So it teaches you to ignore the daily commotion, the ups and downs, to buy and to just hold your coins.
And invest in other things in the meantime. Invest into like what's available to you within that community. Like you staking it. Ideally, we tell and encourage people to stake it out for 15 years because of the ladder system that you spoke about. It makes it easy for them to see, like, okay, well, you could explain staking better than I can. Like,
yeah, if someone, somebody that's say 50, 60 years old and you tell them, yeah, you can't touch it for 15 years. Well, you can after 7.5, but you're going to lose all the interest you accumulated. So you just wasted 7.5 years. So you can't touch it for 15 years. They get nervous.
mm-hmm.
That's a long time. And especially for a new technology like this. So when you can say, okay, yeah, you lock it up for 15 years, but every year, every 2 years, you get chunk of it. So if you did it for a 2-year ladder, it creates 7 stakes instead of 1 5 5 5 5, and that way you're guaranteed structure. And it's exactly that. It's nerve-wracking because you think, oh my God, what if Richard dies? What if the internet goes out and there's a solar flare, and all these crazy things enter your mind, where 15 years is such a long time that the laddering system has really been, I think, crucial for us in onboarding people and making them more comfortable and locking that money up.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are scared to invest right now, and inflation's higher than ever. And some of them are not so scared, and they're ready. They're ready, and they just want something that's really a good, solid place to start. So, having them stake their bags and pack them in at night, 95% stake, 99% stake. There's always going to be that little bit of degen in all of us in this crypto space. That's how we found each other, right? There's there's exciting stuff out there too.
Right. And exactly. I agree. I'm a degen. I'm not going to lie. I loved playing online poker. I was playing on Full Tilt, Absolute, Poker Stars, America's Card Room. This was before Black Friday, if anyone knows what that is, when all the sites just got shut down. So I was, an online poker player, always the degen side of me. So now that Hex has removed me from being that degen and taught me to stake and lock it up, because I made the mistakes, when I first got into crypto. We just were having a conversation about when we first bought Hex, and we bought Matic for a penny, and we were looking at getting into Sandbox, and we just thought, how dumb is this virtual land? And it was a penny at the time. For $40 you could have got 1,500 Sandbox. And now that would be worth, $40,000 something. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah.
But there's so many coins out there now that are the future Matics, the future Sandboxes, the future Decentralands that are sitting out there at a couple pennies that will do the 100, 200, 300 X's. And that's what our job is, to try to find those, like we found Hex.
Yep.
And
you're good at that too. You're good at your job.
Well, it's not just me. We got a bunch of people that help us with research. With all the coins out there now, there's just not enough time for one. You have to have a good team with you that you can trust, that does research, because when I personally, I would feel terrible when I tell someone about a coin that I own and I'm gonna hold, but it's gone down for 3 months since they bought it. Like, I literally feel bad. I almost like that I told them to buy it when they did. So I don't ever talk about projects or coins that I am not invested in or that I'm about to buy.
And none of this is financial advice.
Exactly. We're not financial advisors. We're just two people talking about internet money on a screen.
Degens.
Yeah. So so Hex is amazing. And then with Hex, we have Pulsechain that's coming, which is the biggest airdrop in the history of crypto. Everyone's going to get their ERC20s airdropped and given to them. You're going to be able to just go to MetaMask, and up on top where it says Ethereum mainnet, when you're on there, you can switch to Smart Chain or Matic or the different networks. Pulsechain will be right there. Every coin you have in your wallet will be right on the Pulsechain side. And Ethereum is going to be diluted 10,000 to 1, so no ETH whales can come in and do unfavorable things. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. And we both sacrificed for it, so we're super excited. So what do you do as a degen who's 99% staked in Hex, sacrificed for Pulsechain, sacrifice for Pulsechain, which for anyone that doesn't know, Pulsechain is the Uniswap that's coming on Pulsechain. It's the DEX on there, and it is going to be deflationary from day one. Every transaction, portion of the fees get burned. And then there's also a buy and burn feature where you can just burn coins if you're feeling like pumping someone else's bag. So I've been watching some people playing the test net and the liquidity pools, and it's really cool what's happening there. So while we wait for all this stuff and we're excited for it, we gotta not gamble, but wisely invest into some other projects.
I like that. You make educated decisions. There's a lot of research that goes into it. You're not just like picking something up and being like, yeah, sure, I'll give it a whirl. Like there's a lot of work that goes behind it. Exactly. That's like why our team is so valuable. Like that takes a lot of time.
Yeah, 100%. So I want to talk about Hbar now.
Yay.
Hbar Hashgraph, what they're trying to do with their distributed ledger. I mean, it's so fast, and it is carbon neutral, which is carbon net negative, I think. And
net negative?
Carbon, I can't remember if it was net negative or carbon neutral. But
I am so excited about all these carbon neutral net negatives coming up. I mean, we were listening to something today, and it escapes me who was speaking. So I'll briefly paraphrase, and I'm sure you can fill it in better. And he was saying that there is another way for our workforce to survive, and like projects like Hbar, like Hedera coming up. You could tell us about that. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it was just the push that everything is going digital. Everything now is all about all this digital. If it's not digital now, you're pretty much not going to survive. And it just is what it is. Web 3.0 is here. It's the future. And it's just, we're evolving there. We're going there. The Google glasses, they didn't work with, the idea was there 10 years ago. Just the tech wasn't. And it's coming soon. I'm not for it. I think it's scary, but if it's coming and we know it's coming, why not take advantage of it and try to profit on it while we can, and then jump out, and then we have the freedom to do what we want. But yeah, so yeah, the Hedera is going for carbon negative. So just a whole new way of having a ledger, a new blockchain, and the partners behind it, the governing council. I mean, just behemoths in the Fortune 500. And you're starting to see Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank starting to talk about it. And it's starting to slowly creep out there. Bitcoin's transactions per second, 3. Hedera, HBAR, 10,000. So, it's, and the energy uses is just astonishing. Bitcoin's uses a country to do a transaction. I mean, we're fractions of a kilowatt. So that the ESG standard, that, what is it? Oh, eco sustainable. I don't even know what it is. I was out for the last week, but I can't remember exactly. But it's all about going green, all about carbon credits, and they're so big into that. So HBAR now, I think it just dropped to underneath 20. I think it's like 19 cents right now.
That's a steal.
It's anything under a quarter, I think is just a fantastic buy. I don't know how you can go wrong there, especially with what they just released. Yeah, 19.7. Another thing about Nomics that's cool is they have the 7-day price prediction here, and it tells you how wrong or right they are, like the accuracy of the predictions. So here, their average, they've been 16% off with, average of 16% difference on their guesses. So I think Cardano, it's interesting. If you traded using their prediction, it's 10%. Was it that? 10.7%. So that's pretty good for a 30-day mean. I mean, to be only 10%. But it's just interesting to see where they have these coins at in the next week. They are definitely. I mean, in a week from now, things could drastically change. But it's just fun to look at, and they're honest. So that's why we support Nomics over here. But back to the HBAR stuff. So we were messing around with it earlier, and Stater Labs is the company. They are the ones that are providing staking for HBAR, and they're not new. They've been around for over a year now. They've had Luna staking, and they have $689 million staked. So, this isn't, people have said, well, Stater, I haven't heard of them. I'm kind of nervous locking up my money with them. That's not a new company. They've been around. Polygon is available now. They got Phantom coming, Solana, ETH2ETH, Cosmos, Near. So these guys are someone to look out for. I actually myself just bought a little bag of Stater, and I believe there's a way of staking it, but I'll look into that later. But I just wanted to talk about this here because we staked yesterday, and we were shocked that the APY right now is 73%. So if you can take your HBAR and lock it up, you can't unstake it until July-ish as of right now. That's what when the mainnet is going live. But so basically, it's a 3-month lockup for 73%. Not bad.
No,
we were just talking about Hex at 38%.
Yeah.
And right now you can get 73 here.
Why wouldn't you want to lock? Why wouldn't you want to lock that away for 3 months?
Right. Exactly. And there's. Sorry, go ahead.
No, please.
Oh, I was gonna. It was at 200% when it first came out, but so many people came in, and obviously it drops the more it comes in. But what's this? 250 million HBAR so far, so we have almost $50 million in less than a week staked. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So this is what we recommend. This is our kind of philosophy to crypto. We do our research. We find projects that fit the narratives. Check all the boxes. Social media, team, what partnerships do they have? Fortune 500 companies, and these check all the boxes. And then on top of that, can you get interest? Can you stake that coin? And 73% right now. I mean, that's incredible. And there's also another really cool feature in this ecosystem that has to do with this for people that are concerned about being locked up until July. And, with software, we Pulsechain the meme, the 2-month meme. So they say July, but it could be August, could be September.
Yeah.
We never know. But
a couple more months.
Exactly, a couple more months. But what I wanted to talk about is basically the Pulse X of Hedera.
Yeah.
So this is Saucer Swap. For anyone that hasn't seen any of our other videos, these guys are the first DEX on Hedera. They're launching in a couple weeks. And instead of doing a pre-sale, they are selling NFTs instead. So there were 1,000 of the most expensive ones, and there's only 138 left. So when I bought mine a week or so ago, there was almost 700 left. So they are flying now.
Yeah. Good choice of words there. I like that. You're funny.
Yeah, or they're levitating fast. So how it works is you buy the NFT, and this is what comes with it. The $200 one, you get 3,000 coins at launch. The $600 one, 14,000, and the strong, you get 30,000. And also you get access to the faucet, which if you don't know what people don't know what that is, it's where you can go and claim your coins every day. So in their Discord, once you buy an NFT, let's go back a step. For the wallet you need for this is Hashpack.
Oh, yeah.
So Hashpack is a Brave browser plugin. Or extension. You can just click the little puzzle piece here and search for it and click Hashpack. And when you do that, it will it should show up, and you can just download it. You get your 9 words and you're all set. Your wallet is opened up, and this is what it looks like on the inside. So in order to buy the NFTs, it took me a minute to figure it out. It was kind of confusing. You have to buy it, you need to confirm it, and then you get this code right here. You have to copy it, and then you got to go to NFTs, and you have to associate NFT. So you would copy this and paste it in here. And I don't know if it'll probably say I've already done it, but we'll see. So so then there you go. The it pops right up right there.
Watching those multiply has been just mind-blowing.
Oh, I know. It's crazy. So you associate the token there, and then it's available. So then you can go through the final steps, continue, and confirm. You need to send HBAR to the wallet first to get it. So you would just, I believe HBAR comes standard in here as a coin. So you just click receive here, and then send it in. It's instant. And then for your sauce, once you did that, you added the NFT and you purchased it, you go to the Discord server and you link your profile up here. So everybody has a profile for their Hashpack. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I was wrong. You got to go to the Saucer Swap website up here, and you go to your profile, and that's where you you fill it out, your name, your Discord name, as it is in the Discord server. You put that up there, and then you copy and paste the link up here, or the URL, and you paste it into the verification tab, and they go in and they make sure it's you, and within like 5 minutes you're approved, and then you can start using the faucet, and you go in, and every 8 hours it resets. So I bought a set of them, which when you do that, it gives you a special NFT, the electromagnetic super NFT. But basically what it is, it gives you a multiplier on your faucet. So the rewards are like, I think 30 per faucet if you have all 3, or without the bonus. So then you get a multiplier on it, and it comes out to like 44. when you have the electromagnetic from buying the set.
Nice.
So that was kind of cool. And then it
Yeah.
also on the airdrop when it launches in a couple weeks, you get actually more coins. It's like a 1.25x multiplier on the number of coins you get as well.
Sick. That is sick.
So, yeah, so it is it's really cool. So, you know, we really like the Pulsechain for Pulsechain. You know, look how good Pancake Swap is done. Uniswap. I mean, Joe. I mean, so many of them. Sushi. They've all just done 1inch. They've all done well. So these guys have the first movers advantage. And how I was talking earlier about on the stater here, once you stake your Hedera on here, you get your HBARx. So, and one HBARx is worth 1.0071 HBAR. So every day this goes up a little bit. So you can do the math on your HBAR, times it by this, and figure out how much you've earned. But you can't unlock it or touch it until mainnet goes live, which could be July, could be August. Well, what Saucer Swap is doing is their liquidity pool. I forget the name of it, the exact name, but the way that their pools work is they're going to have a trading pair for HBARx on their DEX at launch. So all of your coins that you have earned interest on in the next couple weeks, say, what do I have? Whatever it was, 12,000. These are stuck till July. So I'll be able to once Saucer Swap, I get my coins, I will be able to literally add the address for HBARx, connect my wallet, and I will be able to use the liquidity from these coins and trade them on the Saucer Swap DEX, which that to me was just mind blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything like it. There might be something else out there. I'm not a trader, so it's not really my thing. But when I saw that, that was just awesome to me. And I also saw a tweet today saying that there might potentially be a HBAR to wrapped ETH bridge. So
Nice.
obviously there's going to be the sauce HBAR pair. And then the HBARx is going to have a pair. So you might be able to take your locked up HBARx here, in theory, go over to Saucer Swap, pull out that liquidity, trade it for HBAR, and then swap it for wrapped ETH. And now you basically have Ethereum to do with whatever you want with. So wow. It's just so cool, I really like it. This is the future right here.
Yeah, it's I get excited when I see how excited you get.
I mean, trust me, we were very excited for Pulsechain and Pulsechain. I got, as you can see, I got my Pulsechain hat on and the pins from the conference.
I always have to do this. My camera's never tall enough. I'm like, Pulse, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got the Suzanne shirts. They were absolutely, God, they're amazing.
They are amazing. You're all decked out. I love when Pulsechain just doesn't stop on stream. We wear it.
So, yeah, Saucer Swap. They are the DEX coming on HBAR. And there was one other thing on here I wanted to talk about, which was a new project coming on HBAR, and it's H Suite. And I was looking at it earlier. I just heard about it. I literally saw it today. It's brand new, joined in March, and they're trying to have smart contractless DeFi. I've had a chance to take a deep dive at it. I saw a quick video on it, and it looked really cool. And what we like to do here is, obviously we're staked in Hex, but we like to look for other hidden gems out there that we can throw a couple $100 into. And if it does a Matic, if it does Solana, if it does Luna, it, it's great. So this
It's
is
hard to ignore these opportunities, right? I mean, a lot of people are, maybe not so open to it, but, well, I say a lot of people, but it's so early days with all these things. It's like you almost can't lose a couple $100 if you're not over leveraging yourself to do so, but, you know, like, to put a couple $100 into this now and what it's gonna do, early days.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the techiest person here, but I mean, H Suite, the most advanced technology, smart contractless running on Hedera, the most used enterprise grade public network for you to make your digital world exactly as it should be yours. HBAR is a native energy efficient crypto of Hedera that powers the decentralized economy. Whether you're a startup, creator, consumer, we go on to create the next era of blockchain. And again, shows how fast, how cheap, and how low energy usage this is. So, I just wanted to throw this out there. Not financial advice. We just like to look at some altcoins that are super low market caps that could be, the next 1,000x gems out there. And the stuff that no one's talking about, this is when you buy. You don't buy when stuff is trending on CoinGecko or whatever. So, before stuff hits the public eye, you want to invest in it. And you always want to invest money you're willing to lose too. Every time I put money into one of these coins, I expect it to go to zero.
Yep.
So it's like, if you have that attitude, you really, it's a lot better to have than expecting 100x's out of everything you buy. And Hex has done so much and Richard too, with his videos on how just his self-help, stuff has been so helpful.
Oh, yeah. He set the bar high with that one.
Yeah, he did. He is a legend. So yeah, I was just looking through the roadmap here of H Suite, but the pre-sale is coming. Round one for, what's that? Half a penny, or I don't even know, 20th of a penny. Super cheap. So to get into this pre-sale, you're gonna need your Hashpack wallet. You're gonna, same thing as the NFTs. You're gonna go and you're gonna add a token. Let's see if this works right now. Actually, add a token.
Thanks.
And there it is, H Suite. So we associate the token, and now it'll be in my wallet. So once the pre-sale is up and running, we'll be able to swap. So I don't have any H right here now, but I'm gonna get into this pre-sale, throw a couple $100 at it. But I'll keep anyone that's interested posted. But yeah, you can check it out yourself if you want. H Suite is the name of it. And yeah.
Yeah, thanks for showing us that.
Yeah, and that is that. So another some more Hedera news here. I was actually looking at this article from July of 2021. So like almost 9 months ago, Filecoin and Hedera announced grant program to propel Web3 interoperability. Today, Filecoin and Hashgraph are announcing a joint effort to advance Web3, DLTs, NFTs, long-term vision. So this was in July, and that 9 months ago. And this stuff is, they're giving hundreds of $1,000s away in grants. And, I didn't hear about this back then. And then, now, sorry about that. All of a sudden we see Filecoin tweeting out today that Hashpack is an NFT marketplace built on Hedera that uses Hedera token service to embed native atomic swaps and royal functionalities into NFTs and relies on Filecoin and IPFS for decentralized storage. So now we have Filecoin, which is a blue chip cloud storage coin. I don't think we talked about it here, but a couple clients of ours do like that. Filecoin was a couple $100. I was maybe even $240. But it's down to like $20 now. We're just a little early for what they're doing. Cloud storage, it's just not quite needed yet. But seeing partnerships like this, them getting involved in their own NFT marketplace, and why did they choose Hedera? I believe it's because of the carbon credit thing. This whole, Bitcoin is killing the environment. I think that narrative is going to really start to spin up, and you're going to hear a lot about that. And HBAR is ahead of it. They are basically carbon neutral. So, Filecoin choosing them, that's bullish for me. I really like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you said you were talking to a couple people, and they were real interested in some of the Zoom and some of the lobster stuff. So I just wanted to kind of see what we could do to kind of talk about some of that stuff.
Yeah. Do you want to start with Zoom?
Oh shoot, what I do? Uh-oh.
Oh, we're lost in a pink screen.
All right, let me what the heck did I do? Oh, this is bad. Well,
oh no, that was worse.
yeah, I don't know how to get. I somehow started a third screen. Oh well. Well, hold on. We're gonna have to try something real quick. Sorry about that, guys.
That's all good. We can go on and create banners from there. I'm actually really excited to be going over all of this stuff with Hbar and Saucer Swap and stuff. Interacting with them through their social media has been cool, knowing that there's real people and real communities behind it. That's why I like bringing more of the Hexican community and bridging those gaps is vital.
Yeah. Yeah. One second, guys.
Technical difficulties. Thanks for hanging out on Saturday Night Live. What's going on in the chat? You guys have been kind of quiet tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining for you being quiet. I'm grateful you're here.
Hey, this is what happens when you take a week off. You get rushed.
Oh yeah. A week a week of focus with family. Really just tuning out, and you can't do that in crypto. That's why when you say 9 months, most people don't understand when you say 9 months in crypto, the fact that came out in July makes me so much more bullish, because in 9 months in crypto is like warp speed. Then fast forward, so much happens and develops so quickly.
100%.
Oh, thanks. Oh, Mobius, we'll let it slide that you're doing your taxes. Thanks. We appreciate you.
Hold on 1 second. Let me see what's going on here. I don't know what I did.
This was quite fun. I didn't know we were coming in streaming until a little bit later, but I'm always down for a good chat and finding out more about new projects and products and stuff and sharing things with everybody. And so thank you for coming. I came on and did a stream yesterday with Crypto Kindness and a new streamer that's coming on in the community. And the ladies and I will be starting on Fridays. April 22nd will be our first Friday night. We're going to be talking about inflation and having the discussion of how that ties in with Bitcoin and Ethereum, and especially Hex, and coming into Pulsechain. And then we'll bring them on in through more.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the thing, you know, we need to bridge communities here. You know, Pulse is only it's gonna thrive the more we reach out to communities and, you know, bring them along board. You know, they're not competition to us. You know, Hex is solidified its place in, you know, in crypto. You know, we're a CD on the blockchain. We're the first of its kind. You know, there's nothing else like it. You know, it's your savings account for crypto. So,
Yeah.
you know, all right, there we go. We got it back now. Technical difficulties.
Yay.
Yeah, you know, Hex is our savings account. You know, we put our money away and it gains interest, and you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to focus on the day to day. You can play around and have fun and do this. You don't have to, you know, mess around in these coins that are gambles. They might pay off, they might not, but there's no stress doing it this way when you're a couple $100 expecting to lose versus a couple $100. I need to double up on this or else I can't pay rent. You know, so when you have that different mindset of, you know, I'm just going to buy a little bit, hold on to it and see what happens. I like it. I think it's a cool idea. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I think we need to, as Hexicans, embrace other communities. You know, they're not threats to us. You know, we have a lot to offer to them as well. You know, I think bridging the gap is something that, you know, we're going to try to do here. I know.
Yeah. Absolutely. Speaking of bridging gaps, we were watching a stream with Freedom TV, and they were talking about PulseCon coming up, and we saw them come on and start chatting about Solo. Let's talk about Solo.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Solo. So yeah, T Money, the legend. He had, what was his name? Mauricio, I believe. On
You said that so fast I couldn't catch up, but yeah, I apologize.
he had Mauricio from Sologenics on there, and I believe they're going to PulseCon, and you know, Brian and I, we've been talking about Solo for months now, and what they're doing. So you know, this is their NFT market, and XRP too. Their NFTs are launching soon, and Michael Jordan is releasing his NFT collection on the XRP ledger, which was very interesting that he chose XRP out of everybody. So that's going to be very interesting to see him launch his collection on the XRP ledger. And then you can also, you know, once those go live, I believe that the NFTs on the XRP ledger will be tradable on Solo's DEX. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty positive that once the XLS 20D or whatever it is goes live and NFTs are mintable on the XRPL, Solo will be able to you'll be able to trade them here. And another awesome thing that Solo just did here is they just launched a fiat on ramp to buy XRP.
Yeah.
So everyone here is having such a problem buying XRP. It's off all the exchanges. You can't get it anywhere. Well, right here on Sologenic Dex, you can use banks right here, and you can buy with your dollars XRP. And Solo is coming soon to that. So this is Richard has been talking a lot about fiat on ramps and this being the problem with you know, not a problem, but an issue that's holding crypto back. And when you have this right here, this is going to open up so many doors to the average retail investor that does not want to link their banks or go through the whole process. They just want to put their credit card in and buy. And they're doing it, and it's coming soon. So for Solo, you can do it now with XRP, which is awesome.
XRP wallet, which one? We'll go back to that one. Never mind.
Yeah. So the Solo card, this right here. So last stream we talked about the Zoom wallet, which that all the Zoom wallet is it's cold storage, but it's just in it looks like a credit card.
Yeah.
It's got a little chip in it, and it's USB, or I'm sorry, USB, Bluetooth, and it's got an app on, for your phone or whatever. So it's just a different way to hold some XRP or, XRPL coins on a credit card, basically. I wouldn't I thought you could spend on it as well. I didn't know it was only cold storage. I thought it was kind of like this right here, where it was all cold storage. One of them was cold storage because it comes with 2 cards. So it looks like one of them is your actual card you can spend with, and the other is the wallet. Well, one's just a QR code for the app. So it's kind of misleading, but this right here is going to be the Mac Daddy of basically cards where you can spend right out of your wallet. So I joined the waiting list. You just click here, you fill out some information, and then you copy and make sure to put your Zoom wallet address in here. You need that. It will link up once you put your Zoom wallet address in there. It'll recognize it, and it'll link you up to the page, so you can then go back from there.
Nice.
Yeah, there we go. So once you do that, it links up your account right here. So I did it earlier, and it now knows my my information, and then once it's available, you'll be able to spend. There's gonna be an app. There's gonna be a conversion, so you can swap whatever coins you want for USDC or fiat, and then spend it. And then there's also credit lines that are going to be coming. So this is just such cool stuff that we just feel like we can't not talk about it. And the Sologenic right now, I think it's only 57 cents right now, and it's also deflationary, which a lot of people do not know.
No.
Every time an NFT gets sold on the DEX, every time a transaction happens, a little bit of Solo gets burned. So there's 400 million total, and I know there's already been 100,000 or more burned. I'm probably closer to 200,000 now. So, over time, once Michael Jordan launches his NFTs and all this stuff starts taking place, I mean, it's going to start really picking up in the burning, and that alone is going to drive the price up. Only 400 million coins is not that many.
No, I mean, it sounds absurd that 400 million anything isn't that many, but it's not.
It's not. It really is. I mean, Hex, we have 500 billion or something like that. So it's not a big deal. I mean, especially being purely deflationary, and then obviously their DEX here, where they have all the cryptos. But when they have their actual real DEX, when they tokenize all of the stocks and God knows what else, I'm sure there's going to be stuff on here that we had no idea could be tokenized, because in the future everything is going to be tokenized. Everything possible in this world that you could tokenize and sell, from art to real estate to the Statue of Liberty to, I mean, anything you could tokenize and sell. And then, so the more stuff they add, it's just going to be huge in the future what these guys do. And they're tied in with XRP. So once that lawsuit settles and if Ripple gets clarity, you know, I think the sky's the limit for these guys.
Clarity. As soon as as soon as there's clarity, that it'll open up like a, I don't know. I can't really say. I don't have a magic 8 ball, but I would be a guess that it would open up some major floodgates.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, we hit $6. I mean, so when it first launched, so if $6 was the all-time high, you know, and now we're deflationary. I mean, I don't know. Now with the burn, I think I like it. So
Yeah.
one other also huge thing that just got announced is they now have a cross-chain bridge from Binance to Solo and the XRP ledger. This just got announced today. Allbridge is massive. I know they have HBARx, Luna. There's a handful of coins. So now everyone in the Binance ecosystem is going to be able to bridge right over to the XRP ledger and Sologenics as well. So this is huge.
That is huge.
Yeah, so that, you know, a lot is happening here. So we're still so early. And then everybody now who owns Sologenic, you're still qualified for the Corium airdrop.
Yes, I was just gonna ask you about that. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah. So depending on how much Solo you own, once a month they are doing snapshots and then dropping you your core. And I think there's been 3, maybe 4, and it's gonna go on for the next 9 months. So even if you missed it, you've missed a quarter of it. There's still 75% of it left. So buying Solo, holding it in your Zoom wallet, and then setting up the trust line for Corium, that's all you have to do. And then the snapshot will be taken and you'll start getting airdrop Corium, which, if you don't know, Corium is going to be a blockchain that is going to run in parallel with the XRP ledger, and Sologenics needs them to basically pull off what they're trying to do with tokenizing all these assets around the world, stocks, and, you know, who knows what else. But this is free money. You know, going back to Hex, how with Hex we minted our Hedron for free and we're able to get decent bags. And with Sologenics, just for holding it, you get your Corium for free. So it's just another way to, you know, pack bags without having to use any fiat.
Yeah. And like that, and they add up to, and we'll get to the lobster wallet later, but like these airdrops, when you're coming in, the news happens so fast with them, but then like the community around them, you'll see as things go sideways after the airdrops come in, and so people get kind of nervous watching the prices react to those. I don't actually, never mind. I don't really know where I was going with that one, but it made me think of when you guys first started looking into Solo, and they were talking about the airdrops that were coming in through Christmas. Those airdrops are massive.
Yeah, no, they were huge. I mean, everybody pretty much got, I think it was 1-to-1, if not very close to it.
Yeah.
So we were, and that was back in, I mean, we started Hex Machina and I were looking at it in late October is when we first got into it. And we didn't even have a clue any of these airdrops were coming. Corium, we just saw that, wow, this company is working with XRP, and they are about to make every stock basically tradable like a crypto 24/7, 365. And that alone right there, just that idea. And it just, something just clicked where it was like, you know what? I don't care if I lose a couple $100 on this. It's to me, it's too risky not to invest in.
Yeah.
And
tell us about Lobster. There's some cool stuff going on in here.
yeah, Lobster is the native wallet for the XLM Stellar Lumens blockchain. So basically, so the Zoom wallet is, so I've never used the website. I don't know. Oh, here we go. So the Zoom wallet is for XRP. That's where you have your Solo, your Corium. Lobster is the same thing for XLM, just a little bit different the way the wallet looks. So you send in your 10 or so XLM, you get your wallet opened up, and then there's a bunch of assets that you can swap for inside there, like Sologenic, Corium, Casino Coin in the Zoom wallet, were some of the coins that we look like on there. The same thing on here. There's hundreds of coins that are being developed, being that are actually finished, that are in operation right now, up and running on their ecosystem. And a couple of them that we wanted to talk about tonight. Sorry, I lost the tabs from earlier, but Velo is one of the ones that stuck out to me. So what these guys are doing is basically providing collateral for micropayments and the whole cross-border payments. If you pay attention to the IMF or any of the World Economic Forum stuff, you're always hearing cross-border payments, banking the unbanked, and yada, yada, yada. So the Velo token here is basically just collateral one-to-one for all of the transactions that take, like all the transactions and the settlements. So there was a tweet that I wanted to look at, and sorry, see what happens when Brian's not here. Things go real bad.
Oh, hell.
I know.
It all broke loose.
Go real bad. So crypto, where was it? So right here. So crypto and payments. So payments have been arguably the most successful use case to date for digital assets. Here are four that are carving out a piece of the pie. XRP, Algorand, we know, tied with MIT. WTK, I have not heard of that, so I'm not going to act like I've heard of that. But what caught my eye down here was already in the APAC, the Asian Pacific corridor, they're already using these technologies. They use Ripple, XRP, iRemit, and CMC Bank, Velo Labs, Stellar, PDAX, plus iRemit and CM Bank, Zinfin, WadsPay, Algorand, and WTK. So these partnerships are coming. And, Velo is sitting at 5 cents in the Lobster wallet. And no one has talked about it real. That's the first that I've seen of it in months. We saw it when we first got into the wallet, 6 months or so ago, but we just looked over it. We didn't buy it, didn't do much research into it, and then saw that and looked into it, and the partnerships and the stuff going on, it was mind-blowing. So there's a short video here if you guys want to check it out. It's on Velo's website, velo.org. Just tells you about what they're doing, and it's really cool stuff. So you can just if once you download the Lobster wallet, sorry, not Corium, you have the app, you download it, and then you just have on the home screen here, and then it'll tell you your assets, and then up in the corner you just click add, and then you can just do a search and type in Velo, and it pops right up, and you just click add asset. You need 2 XLM in there per asset that you add just as collateral. There's the home screen, but so I would recommend sending in like 30 XLM to start, 10 to unlock your wallet, and then 20 more just so you can add 5 or 6 coins. You add a stable coin, add a Velo, and then the other coin that I wanted to talk about was XXA Xenium. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And this is, I don't know if you've been paying attention with what's going on in the Russian, that whole fiasco. They're trying to take the ruble and back it by gold and just say, F you to the dollar. We don't need it. And India, China, if they all get on board, I mean, it's going to be interesting. But that's a different conversation for a different day. But these guys are the first crypto that is basically just backed by precious metals.
It's so cool. Well, I was listening to you talk about it earlier, and I can't wait to dig more into it. Pun intended.
Yeah, exactly. So it was awesome. I mean, all their assets are fully insured. They're stored, at where in the Brinks vault or whatever, and precious metals. I mean, if you saw what happened to, oh man, what was it last month that just went crazy? It was
Nickel.
nickel. Yeah, nickel just shot up 120% in a day.
Yeah, it was crazy. We were like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
Right.
So, this was really cool that these guys and again, they chose Stellar for a reason. The Stellar is lightning fast, and it's micropayments are their niche. So, um, yeah, this was just another one that I wanted to show you guys here. Everything again, low payment, cross border transactions. You can that and carbon credits and carbon neutral. That's the narrative. So, this is new. I mean, I don't know. This could go to zero or it could go to the moon, but based on history, inflation, I mean, holding stuff that's backed by actual asset, physical, real precious metals, I think it's something that, we looked into it, and we liked it. Some of the partners behind them, and Loomis, Brinks, these are the biggest custodians driving around with the armored trucks. So they're
Yep.
pretty safe. And this coin's actually been pumping like crazy. I mean, we've had it for months now, and just recently it's been on a tear.
Yeah. If you're gonna load that into if you do choose to load that into your Lobster wallet, be very careful when you're adding those addresses and make sure you're reading all of the letters, every single one of them. Go down, look through, see how many. Um, there's so many, like on the bottom when you scroll down in there, like when you're about to add the asset, there's a bunch of things that you need to be looking at, but definitely make sure that thank you for pulling that up.
Yeah,
The um you know what I'm talking about? What,
yeah,
like, some of those things are so tricky.
yeah.
They're like one letter off and you'll load the wrong one into your
It's
wallet.
so yeah. So there's a bunch of assets here. So um, let's see. We'll do which one was it? YBX. All right. Well, I don't know why. I don't know what.
Sorry, XXA wasn't that tricky, so that was a bad example, but I just
Yeah.
wanted to,
So yeah. So when what she means. So when you go to add assets
thank you.
in your on your app, when you go and you search for them, and say you search for XXA, there's going to be like 3 or 4 of them. And people, they want to get you to download the wrong one, thinking that you downloaded the proper one. So you'll download one of the fake ones that has, like, 30 wallet holders. So you buy it, and then you swap it back, and you get 2% of what you paid for it. So when you do the search for it, usually the first one that pops up is the right one. Just double check and look at the asset holders. And if it's more than 300 or 500, I mean, I think the lowest one we had was maybe 6,000 for Velo. I might have been more. I can't remember off the top of my head, but you'll know if you look at Velo. There's 2 of them in there, and one of them had like 57 holders. So
Yeah.
just be careful that you always choose the one that has the more wallet holders, and then also scroll down and look at the 24-hour volume. The scam coins, they'll say like $0 or $1, and the real ones will actually have like $20,000 or $100,000 of volume in the last 24 hours. So that's also a way you can check to make sure that it's the real one.
24-hour volume, $100.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, that could draw a red flag.
like a cocktail napkin.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to think. Yeah, so I mean, and even XLM, just the coin itself. I mean, it's a coin that for myself, I'm holding for a while. I mean, it's my strategy is buy, hodl, and stake. And with Stellar, you can use Nexo wallet. If you're not in New York, you can download the wallet. It's insured up to millions of dollars for your account. They have like 15 or 20 assets, and you can get 5% on your Stellar just for putting it in there.
Yeah.
And I was using it for months until they just banned it from New York State. So anyone else that's not in New York, you can get 5% on your XLM. And it's just one of those coins that has not broken out yet. Chainlink is a good example where, Chainlink's chart would look like this, but this second wave was, up at the next extensions. It would be up at like $2-3 now, trending sideways. So Link was, around here, $1 went up to $4 or $5, came back down, and then ran up to like 50. And now we're sitting at $13. XLM has not made that next leg up yet. It's one of the few coins. HBAR too. That's why we really like that. It hasn't had that next level up. XRP too. There's a few coins that lag behind the market, and these are a couple of them. So just for solid, easy, returns over the next 6-9 months. I mean, I think it's going to be pretty stagnant for the next 3-4 weeks, but once May and then into summer comes, I think we're really going to see some fireworks and a major alt season. So right now is the time to accumulate, pack your bags, and just wait, because there's going to be fire Pulsechain for all of us Hexicans, Pulsex, all the projects that are coming out there. It's exciting times.
It really is exciting to see all the growth coming in and the new things that are like Mobius had mentioned in the chat. There's a couple of them that I really want to look into, like Maximus and stuff. There's so many opportunities out there that are still coming too. Being open to them, like, yay.
Yeah. Let's check, see how the market's doing.
Crypto Bubbles is by far my favorite.
Yeah, I love
Most
this.
interactive.
We still got
We're
Filecoin
watching it
agreeing
too.
out the partnership with Hedera. That news pumped Filecoin 10% today.
Hmm.
That's funny. That was news from last summer, and they release another tweet about it, and the price pumps on 9-month-old news. I mean, that's how long it takes for this stuff. We're talking about now about Sologenics and tokenizing assets. I mean, this Corium it's gonna be probably 9 to 12 months before it's out. Like, these are long-term plays. This is not, get rich tomorrow. These are, projects that we've looked deeply into and feel comfortable buying and holding because they will be around in 10 years. They're not going to be looking through here, the Axie Infinity. I think they're going to struggle. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it. There's just a few that it's just, I don't know. They make me nervous, but, we'll see. There's 13,000, 18,000 coins now?
Yeah, about that's the last I looked. I mean, a year ago there was 36 to 4,600. So, I mean, well, over a year from now, but like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, the explosion. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. V chain. That's another one that I've been keeping an eye out for, just because what they're doing, the technology, putting RFID chips in all retail products. So I know they're partnered with H&M. So they're gonna be in every, you go and buy a sweater at H&M, it's gonna have a microscopic RFID chip in it. So you'll be able to go and scan it and see where all the materials came from. And then two, it's theft proof because anyone that steals it, you know where it is automatically. So
Yeah.
I mean, the technology, and they're partnering with dairy farmers. They're partnering with BMW. I mean, just there's so much happening, but yet the price is doing nothing. Yeah,
I'm,
so,
the price is not reflecting like the excitement of the technology itself. Like, that's a
no,
game changer. That transparency for the consumers is everything.
yeah, I agree. It's going to be a game changer for sure, and that's why this bull run that's coming, this or alt season, whatever you call it, this summer is all spec. It's all speculation. And then there's going to be a nasty crash. The stock market. I mean, I think there's going to be a black swan event that happens. That'll be the narrative to bring on the new system. And then from there, when prices are at rock bottom, that'll be the time for us to come back in and scoop up the coins we know are going to last at 60-70% discounts. So
Yeah.
we'll sell the top this summer, get out, and then just sit back on the sidelines, get your stable coins, stake them for 8-10%, get your Hex, stake that. Even if Hex goes down 20% in price, you still win if you're staked. So there's plays you can make in the bear market to always come out on top.
Good thing Vibra has a good team to know those plays.
Hey, we try, right?
Absolutely.
Well, I think that's pretty much everything that I had. I mean, I don't know. Do you have anything else? Do you want to talk about PulseCon or any streaming or anything that you're getting into?
I'm super excited about PulseCon. The ladies are getting together and making some plans. So if you guys want to join us, you're more than welcome to. We're gonna plan something fun for PulseCon, and the ladies and I are gonna start streaming on Fridays, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're flexible with family, so we'll have to see how that goes. But we'll be talking about our first topic on the 22nd. It will be inflation. And I think that's something that everyone can relate to. I'm really excited to introduce more Hexicans into other communities that we work with too.
That's awesome. So what's that, next Friday?
Yep, next Friday we're gonna start the chat around 9:15, and the lady's gonna hop around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right here.
Well, maybe next week you can jump on with Brian and myself and give us a little recap of how it went.
Oh my gosh, I'd be happy to. I actually would love for you guys to both to join us. I know you're busy.
We'll see. No, I meant you come on here Saturday and give us a recap of how it went.
Oh, I was like, what? You're not going to tune in? Thanks.
I'm going to be watching, but I mean, for other viewers that were watching here that didn't get a chance to watch it.
Of course, I'll come on and give you guys a recap. I'd be happy to.
Perfect. So I'm sure everyone would love that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
because you're the best.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much everything. Let's check the hex price one last time. See if Melv Tony gave us a little pump. 13.5 cents. So yeah, we're going a little flat, but hey, we're looking good. Pulsechain coming. Where's the 180 day? A little bull flag, little bull pennant. Oh yeah, we're about to rip. Not financial advice, but we're making new all-time highs June 1st. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Boom.
Yeah.
Drop the
All
mic.
right, guys. Well, thanks, Mobius. Thanks, Drewski, everyone else for coming in. I know it was last minute here without Hex Machina, technical difficulties. So I'm gonna have to call him tomorrow and tell him that we just can't do it without him.
Just can't do it without him. It's not the same. It doesn't flow.
No,
Just kidding. No,
he's such a good host, man. He's so good at keeping it going, keeping a flow, and just that positive energy.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Hey,
you did a good job too. All right.
Thanks, Mobius. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks,
I'm trying. You know, hopefully we'll get better as time progresses. Here, we're gonna keep with the streaming and really put some effort into it. So hopefully it gets better as time moves on here.
And we're as good as we grow. Together we grow. We'll keep doing the research, doing the hard work, and showing you guys where to pack your bags and how to do it safely. And that's all we can do, right?
That's true. All right. Well, thank you for coming in and saving the day. Because if this was just me on myself, this would have been a nightmare.
No way. All I did was sit here and maybe ask a question or two. That's it.
Hey, it would have, trust me, it would have been bad. So thank you for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Good night.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. You guys for tuning in, and check out Lindsay Friday night with the women. And then she'll hopefully be back next week with Hex Machina and myself, and back to the normal stream.
Back to normal stream. I'll give you a recap and we'll get some good banners and chat going.
And yeah, and no technical difficulties.
Nope, not allowed.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Night.